brought to you by
After being on Equal Vision Records for a number of years, since 1997, we chose to work with another label. And Epitaph was a label that was very diverse, had a lot of interesting things going on. They had everybody from Nick Cave to Tom Waits to Sage Francis to Atmosphere and The Locust, all on the label. And we really enjoyed that. We thought it was a really diverse roster. You Fail Me, at least lyrically, was written while we were finishing Jane Doe, and I started writing a lot at that point. And through that and through my life experience at that point, I lost a lot of friends, and a lot of people I thought were close to me were no longer close to me throughout a lot of the complexities that came out of the sort of failing relationship and the sort of the gray of my life at that point. And You Fail Me is about that. It's an album about coming out of that dark place and coming to a lot of realizations about people and survival in this world, and what you have to do yourself to just get up every day in the morning and survive without having to deal with anybody else, without having to depend on anybody else for support or love or passion in that respect. It's a little darker, it's a little angrier, a little darker than Jane. Whereas Jane was an album that was rooted in desperation and a sort of longing for hope. This is a much angrier album. I feel it comes from a little bit darker of a place than Jane does. There's a saying that it was like the darkness before the light. And some similar cliche, I think. It's a little bit darker of a place for us. For us, just playing music and writing music it's a very selfish thing. It's our expression. It's our 45 minutes to an hour of venting our frustrations and our heart and our passion for what's going on in our lives in some way. And that's honestly that's all we care about. Is creating that picture, is playing honest music, being passionate and sincere about what we're doing. It's all heart. There's no image. There's no predetermined anything. It's raw and unbridled and real in that respect, and it's all we want it to be. Yeah, it doesn't matter were country, or even their style. You know, all the bands that we work with Death Wish are unique to themselves. They all sound much different from one another. They all have very different approaches and different reasons for being who they are and what they are. And we just champion their independence and their individuality in that respect. And that's why they come to us to work with us in that respect. We'll actually be releasing the 9 record in the States, for example. And we hope to be, doing more bands from over here that we enjoy. Yeah, we went to Japan last year, twice actually. It was unbelievable. It was an amazing experience to be able to go there. Just the people there were just so amazing, so dedicated to just music in general. It was just a beautiful thing. We were fortunate enough the first time we did a package tour with 2 other bands over there. Then the second time we did club shows with Hatebreed, who are good friends of ours from home, and that was wonderful. And we also did 2 festival shows which are amazing. We were playing on arenas with Slayer and Motorhead, and it was really bizarre. And just at times I felt like I was 12 years old. It was amazing to sit there and shake Tom Araya's hand, and meet so many of the characters that I've just only seen through publications and records for years. It was amazing to finally meet them and tell them how much they've meant to me in some way. So much has changed. Not only in our band, but just the community itself. I spent over half my life in this community, rooted in punk rock and hardcore and independent music and art and poetry and all of it. I've seen it grow, I've seen it shrink, I've seen it fall apart more times than most people could count. But I think the only thing I've learned out of all of it is that the people with heart and with vision stay, and those who don't leave. And I think that that's as simple and as crude as that is. That's all it comes down to. It's a very difficult community to be in, but in the same breath, it's also a very difficult world to live in too. I just think that it's, for me, this community, punk rock and art, and its all-encompassing little subgenres are a beautiful thing, and I take all their beauties and ugliness at face value for what they are. I've just seen so much change. Right now it's so large. There's such a large community. There's a lot of people that are searching for some sort of meaning in aggressive music. I think because at this point there's so much overproduction in commercial music, and there's so much overly processed, contrived art without any heart or soul. And so I think what you have is a lot of people looking for soul and looking for heart and purpose in this community, as well as all of its offshoots. It's a really great time for music in that respect. Unfortunately, with that many people involved in it, there's just as many shallow, sad artists and just tired people around too. I think the key is to search out the beauty in there and the real sincerity in there, and stick to that and champion that, regardless of its popularity or that's about it.